Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as we speak, Linus Kaikai of Citizen TV has decided to destroy Kenyans completely when it comes to this African Union Commission chair election that is going to happen tomorrow. Linus Kaikai is asking, for the first time, now this African Union Commission chair is well known across the Republic of Kenya and even some part of Africa, than even during the election where 2017 we had a candidate called Amina Mohamed. It is so strange and shocking, as there is no need for MPs, 40 of them and above, plus some Kenyans being transported going to sing in Addis Ababa, as if now it is the politics, local politics. One thing that Linus Kaikai is saying is that we as Kenyans, we have portrayed this African Union Commission chair election as local politics. And that is why some individuals who are even close allies of Raila Odinga, they are saying that if Raila is going to win the African Union Commission, then this story where we are criticizing William Ruto must stop. Calling William Ruto Kasongo, Zakayo must stop. That we must forget the election of 2027 as William Ruto is going to win automatically.
Inga akipata hii kiti, story ya kuita Ruto Kasongo itaisha. Story ya kusema Ruto ataenda one time, hiyo itakuwa imeisha. Watu wa Raila Odinga na especially Luo community, tumewacha mambo ya president ya kutafuta president ya Kenya. Hii wacha tuachie Kalenjin na Wakikuyu na kabila nyingine pigane. Obama alishachukua president ya US. Sasa Raila Odinga anaenda kuchukua Afrika. Tumesikia kazini yetu mwingine mjelu mwingine anaitwa Sambo Nyanga anataka kutoa Putin huko Russia. Tuko na mwingine anaitwa Junction Uno Nyanga anataka kutoa ule president wa nani ule wa Korea. So sisi tumewacha hii. Tumewacha hii mpigani.
So it is no longer Raila Odinga going there to serve Africa, but to kick out Raila Odinga from the politics of the Republic of Kenya, to make William Samoei Ruto to be comfortable with the politics of Kenya, as he is looking forward to have support base of Raila Amolo Odinga. Ladies and gentlemen, before we continue, as we always do, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder, please, as you watch, consider liking this video. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Linus, take us to Addis.
Now, Addis is going to be a very interesting place this weekend. But the one regrettable thing about how Kenyans are following this election is how the local politics, the prism of local politics is the one that is being used to view this. Yet this is supposed to be a really big moment.
Right.
Very, very big moment. But typically, this is the Kenyan way. I have followed the history of the AU since its inception, and even as a reporter when we were following the transition in the Togo, Durban, and also ending up in Addis, when now OAU became AU. It's actually a very solemn atmosphere where diplomacy is the big game there. And diplomacy, in my view, and just from what I observed, is very, very different from the rabble-rousing of politics that we see here.
Yeah, right.
Now, I heard we'll have some 40 MPs. Do you think there'll be 30 MPs from Djibouti coming to follow the elections because there is a candidate from Djibouti in the ballot? Do you think there'll be members of parliament from Madagascar coming to Addis Ababa to follow the election? There is something about us lacking limits when it comes to how far our local politics can go. So the whole election, unfortunately, is being seen in Kenya through the prism of local politics. In fact, some of the questions are, now, if he wins, so it means President Ruto and UDA will dominate the space here at home. If he loses, so he'll come here and probably destabilize the political environment by going back to active politics. Look at how we are looking at it. Look at we're almost on our own platform.
Right.
If this goes wrong, we need to actually just look at how we've treated this. Because there's an element of this that looks exactly the same way we handled Amina Mohamed's candidature a few years ago. Amina Mohamed, our Foreign Affairs Minister, was actually standing a good chance to become the next AU chairperson.
Right.
But it failed. It failed because we don't pay attention to what really matters, the geopolitics, for example, the interests and fears of the nations that will be voting in these elections. For us, we're looking at local politics, that, you know, this is going to be a reward for Baba, and that is a very, very wrong place to look at. For the Anglophone or English-speaking African countries, this is an important election because out of the 4 chairs of the AUC, the last 4 chairs, 3 are from Francophone-speaking countries. The inaugural one being Alpha Conare, the former president of Mali. He was the first AUC chair. He was followed by former Prime Minister of Gabon, Jean Ping. Then he was followed now by the only Anglophone candidate. That was Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, the former Foreign Affairs Minister of South Africa. And then now back to Francophone, and that is Mahamat, the current AUC. So naturally, the southern part of the continent would like to have this, like let it be its turn. But have we positioned ourselves to play that game, or are we playing broad-based diplomacy? You know, bringing it down to the local. You know, we're so localizing it. It's more complex than that. And I will talk about a few more issues after.